Everybody. Part 2, Episode 19, where we just finished off a climactic fight with one of the starting nemeses, if we can call her that, of one of our player characters being shot mercilessly in the head.
Hey. Now we're gonna cut back to us sneaking back in the house. The lights are gonna turn on.
Yes, and then it's just like you guys holding like a body and a prisoner. Like, is that what happens?
This is the second time we've come back with a prisoner randomly.
That's true.
Is there any way, because the faction thing has changed, is there any way Grind would have heard about this before they got back?
Oh,
it probably took us a while to get there.
While you guys were hiding to get your boat, it's probably first you probably heard the Phoenix is calling for the boat. Let's send the boat over. Some of the morning shift or send the boat over and pilot it. And then while you're waiting for the boat to get back, the wave that is the rumor arrives, and your patrollers are on the streets, hear people talking, and one of them immediately tells it to both of you. I think Hicks, if you're there as well.
Yeah.
Hey, we heard there was some kind of gunfight. People think we might have been involved. They're probably asking you questions. What's up? And you'd probably just we'll tell you if we need to, kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't think you hear details. But rumor says, yeah, some kind of woman was shot. There's no bodies. There's lots of blood. Someone says they saw the Phoenix.
People always say they saw the Phoenix.
That's what I'm about to say. Even if things were like, Zay, you definitely weren't there. People are like, no, I saw the Phoenix. He was a guy with a red hat. He had a red hat. That's the Phoenix. Mm-hmm. It's him.
That's the problem. Is everyone says at any event, like, oh yeah, I saw him.
Yeah. Feather in his cap. That's why he's called that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you know something went down. I don't think the rumors tell you clearly what.
Okay. So yeah, I guess when you guys come into the tower, yeah, Grind's waiting there for you. I don't know if Hicks is, but you definitely know what Grind knows, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't think he's hanging out waiting for him, but
we're there at the
home base in the building, and we'll make it down during the conversation that I'm sure will follow.
They're here. Okay, I'll come down and see what's up, kind of thing.
Probably hear Grind shouting, "What in the hell did you think you were doing?"
Since I'm still holding Steiner, I'm gonna go, you might want to tend to Edric. He's pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's on Edric.
Steiner waves slightly and awkwardly puts his hand back, holding his wounds.
Edric wanted me as backup when they went to talk to Mercy.
I told you all that's what I was doing. I was being open.
Half of the damn city is looking for us, and you go off half-cocked, having a gunfight in the middle of the docks.
I was there to protect our crew.
You were not protecting the crew. Shut up. What have we built here? What are we doing? We stand for things. We have an agenda.
We stand for each other, don't we?
I don't know. You've risked everything we've built here.
We dealt with a blade in the dark from the bourgeois who was targeting our friends.
Yeah, ones that you were working with. Killing our friends.
I think, obviously, some of the morning shift can't help but overhear this. They're trying to be polite. But then, we see outside of the house, some of them, look at each other very perturbed when they hear that bit. Listen a bit closer. They're not in the room with you, though.
Look, I was trying to do something good. I was trying to help the revolution. It didn't work, but the intention was good.
As soon as Adric couldn't tell us what was happening, that's the minute that stopped being useful to us, Grind.
Now, what stopped being useful to us is you going around, not planning, not telling us what's going on.
I did plan.
Perhaps if the rest of us were there, this wouldn't have happened.
I didn't think you'd be interested in what would likely happen.
You didn't think I'd be interested in removing a thorn from our side that is actively killing the leadership of the refugees.
Grind,
Your
you're not
silence
much
is
of
golden.
a fighter.
No, I'm not. I'm a thinker, a planner.
We did plan.
Yeah, I can see you planned for a lot of blood to be falling out of our friend here.
It would have been a lot worse if I wasn't there. We dealt with her. And we have information. Say hi as I shake. I shake Steiner probably a little too hard. We can get information now.
The military is looking for you.
The
You know that?
military doesn't know we did it. Not yet.
That's not what I'm hearing.
They can assume all they like.
They will, and they will come. They will start fucking with us like the damn spirit wardens did. Only they shoot to kill. And they're powerful.
Then
We
maybe
had
we get all of
plenty
our
of
friends
opportunities
together.
before you did this.
Aren't we here to take down the government or
Yeah.
whatever?
But not tip our hand before. We are a small organization. We have to move within the shadows, silently, until we are ready to strike. Now they know. They know we are after the whatever strike force you have been a part of.
Then we
And now
surprise
those
them by
people will
not
go
going
deeper.
after them.
We will never find them again. Trust me when I say I was looking forward to putting a knife in my father's heart. And now he's gone. You've got your friend here. But what is he going to tell us?
Everything he knows.
Yeah, which is nothing now. They know you moved against them. They will disappear.
Then we move first. We make this our next.
You are in no position to be moving first. Look at you. And by the way, you're paying for that rug.
I heal fast. We can still do this.
Yeah. Now you forced my hand. I have to accelerate my timetable.
Your timetable on what?
My plans.
And now
Did
who's
you
not
just go
telling
off
people
about
about
us?
plans?
That's a bit hypocritical.
My plans don't involve shooting government agents in the street.
Oh, so what type of plan it is matters.
You
I
heard
thought we were
Sherlock.
in this.
What about him?
You know what Skolak and I are planning. You heard me.
I don't know if that was in character or not. I don't remember.
As far as I know, we don't know anything. What?
Adric, you were
there
present.
when Sherlock said, "We want to kill people. We want to off the
Oh,
Lord
right.
Governor."
Yeah.
And Grind said, "That's been my plan all along."
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Adric was the only one in character who heard that, but yes.
Yeah.
So
So
Patrick
I
would know
think
that, but I would.
I think at this point, Expeditious has walked down the stairs because he was definitely just standing on the stairs for a
Yeah.
little bit here because there's been shouting and normal people listen when they're shouting like in your house.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
I'll go, Henner, take this filth to the brig.
Henner steps inside and looks at all of you. Gives you a look of some kind, Adric. And you, Zaid. And then he looks to Grind for confirmation.
Put him in. Secure him away. And clean him up.
Nods. Takes him away. Doesn't say anything.
Now, Adric, sit in the damn chair. We have to fix this.
Yeah. I'm definitely playing coin for a healing roll here, if this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Probably 2. And I
Okay.
have those 2 coin.
The entire time, Grind is berating you for being foolish.
Okay. I really like Angry Grind, honestly.
While Grind and Adric are playing Doctor, Ix definitely pulls the Phoenix aside. It's like, I can't fix you, but you can and just gets basically basically debriefs them about what actually happened while they're doing that.
Yeah, I will give Hicks a debrief from my perspective, because I don't know, on the boat ride back, would you have told me, Marissa, if like what she wanted you to do?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then I give you a full debrief. She was
Trying
gonna
to remember this open thing.
Yeah, she was gonna send Adric after the ink
Anya.
rakes, and then when he refused, she was gonna send him after our contact, the magistrate. And then he would put in his 2 cents of she was just using him to make us weaker, so then they didn't have as much trouble taking us down.
Yeah, he probably has some backhanded comment about military dogs and whatnot, but yeah,
I take no offense.
Yeah, he doesn't care. You take offense. He did do a bunch of shooting in public. That's
Fair.
kind of a moot point now.
Even with
will-
that tinker, I do still need a second one just to tick that last tick. Or, yeah, because we can't go above extreme effect.
I think just to Hicks, Zaid will say that I still have someone on the inside who I could probably pull out if they've heard that Mercy's gone. Nice. They might be looking for more recruitment, and Costa might come knocking again. She knows I've worked with you guys before, but
The double
just
crits.
suturely you stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah. So Grind.
Does that
So
hurt?
Adric,
Really
really tight bandages.
Adric, all of your harm is gone now.
All of my harm is gone. I used 2 downtime actions before to heal a little bit of harm, and now it's just full harm gone.
Because it's 10 ticks
So,
between the
weren't you
2
at tier
crits.
3? Oh.
Because it was 2
But
crits, and
I
each
filled
crit
the
is
clock
5
3
on a
times
long
with
turn.
those double crits.
Oh.
So you
you're
turn
at-
around after
only need
half
3.
an hour. Adric is now yeah, just
5.
change your bandages occasionally, but you're fine. Don't worry, we removed the bullet.
Mhm.
I actually have extra ticks on the other clock too, so
Yeah.
that'll go away.
We can move against them still. If they haven't moved yet, we can get what they have out of Steiner. If they have moved, I still have Costa on the inside.
Yeah, in the middle of this, you get a smack back. We're not attacking the military.
They're not technically part of the military, I don't think. They seem like special forces, if anything.
We're not attacking the special forces of the military.
We're definitely working out of the military building, and if Adric hasn't done this before, he'll give a rundown of everything he did wandering through that, and the layout and whatnot. In between paradings.
No one's happy with you two. You just
Yeah.
Now go to your room.
And
I'm
think
gonna go
about what you
interrogate
did.
my friend instead. I march down to a dungeon.
Never let me have any fun. I hate this place. Thank you,
this place.
Dad.
It was fine when I was killing people you told me to kill, but just because you don't want this person dead.
So what do you do with Mercy's body? Because it's still there.
Oh, I'm
dump it in the
taking
river.
it. No, I'm
Oh,
taking
you're
it.
taking it, you monster. Okay.
Excellent.
What are you going to do?
Because, well, I have this thing on Physiker, meaning that I can study a malady or a corpse, so I can figure out some of this super nonsense that she got going on.
You could also stick your soul in her body.
Could do.
You could be a super soldier vampire lady.
I think it just vampire is just like that probably cancels that out.
I don't
But
know.
Well, they're different bodies.
That would definitely create an interesting group dynamic. But yeah, no, if you're grabbing Mercy's body for that, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, it's going down to the workshop.
So I still gotta ask here, anyone have an idea of how to get rid of stress?
You could just can you pay another coin and like oh, are there fighting
No,
pits?
you need a new.
You need a new
you
vice
need a
I
purveyor.
need a new
Vice.
stress at this
You
point.
need a new vice purveyor. That's true.
I
mean,
have a suggestion.
Could we chalk this one up to Stupor with all the drugs I just pumped into you?
That would be-
Only if they then become addicted.
The
That's the
vice
new
is
vice.
technically stupor. I mean, we did
Well,
deal with the rage essence.
You could count this as like indulging your vice, killing Mercy, and then you have to find a new vice purveyor.
Yeah.
But you didn't kill Mercy. They
You know, it was a
killed
group effort.
Mercy.
This point, I'm not sure how much.
I don't know if I would. This doesn't feel like you also happened to indulge your vice.
Okay.
Where's I swear there's like fighting pits in Duskfall somewhere. If
There
you
There
are,
remember.
definitely are. I
There is just straight up fight for de-stress, but
am also up to switching the vice again. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. All that morphine might be addictive.
Stupor for like morphine. You could find the blood god and start worshipping the blood god.
Could be addicted to rage essence in a horrifying way.
Oh my
I,
Okay, yeah, no, that's
I
it.
don't.
That's it? You're
Probably.
addicted to
Go
rage.
with but not.
You go-
Not like a
fight
full dose. You probably microdose it, like an
No, I think if you go to fight pits, not
Microdosing.
It's
Not
hey,
for-
look, it's
not for the
canceling
fight,
out the
but more
super
just
soldier
to
thing.
have a safe place to do a vial of rage essence.
Yeah. Keep your weapons away from yourself while you're rage essencing, and then you just beat people up.
Yeah, you go to the fighting pits just to get like bonkers high on rage essence and beat people up.
Now here's a
Hey,
question.
look, when you've got the rage essence, you feel something. It's useful.
Yeah.
You
Here's a
feel
question.
rage.
Does that count as stupor or pleasure or weird? Like what does that fall?
Probably weird. I'd go
somewhere in
weird.
the middle.
I would either go weird or stupor.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle there. That's a weird mix, but I think that's a good that's a good vice.
A good switch.
Yeah.
You just get hooked on rage essence and go beat up people for money.
Not even for money, just to beat them up.
Just to feel
Yeah,
the
I lost the
strength.
gate
Yeah,
that got me money.
Because you have to do it in a target-rich environment where it doesn't matter who you punch, because you could punch anyone.
Yeah, there's like maybe a once a week free for all in the like fighting pits.
Yeah,
You go and
show
join
up to
then, and you're like-
you show up to amateur night on Wednesdays. You just beat the power out of people.
Oh no.
Yeah. The funny thing is, you're probably not like rage essence is not that rare. It's common enough that the cutters has some automatically all the time.
Yeah.
So you're probably not the only one using rage essence in that fighting pit too.
Yeah,
It's
there's probably a couple people on.
It's just none of them are also superhuman.
exactly doesn't stack. It stacks. So, but they don't have that. But
Can we do a speed roll just on Vice there and then keep
if you
moving
do
on?
it, yeah, if you do it, that's
Yeah, that works for me.
cool.
Yeah, so
Look, a
Sergeant
vice
Belkin
that
of
just
Dunslow
takes a
fighting-
click.
fighting pits.
Man. Zane went there like, cool, now I'm gonna get Adric away from this bad influence, and we can start working on a better life for Adric, and Adric goes, nah, I'm gonna go do some coke and fight people.
Pretty much was the result there.
Perfect. I don't think
Just
you have.
doesn't work as well.
I don't think you fight her yet. Or no, I think you hear as you were realizing that Marlene, I think was, or Marlene, the pugilist. Marlene the
Marlene.
pugilist. She hasn't been seen in the fighting pits for a while.
Oh, great. Because I need to mess with more of my negative content.
Just letting you know, that's the thing.
Fair enough. Okay, thanks.
Oh man, we still have to deal with the zombies.
There's still zombies.
If
Do you guys
anyone
tell
tells
Adric about that?
Adric about the zombies, I will deal with them.
How? How are you gonna deal with a zombie?
Do you
Adric can
really want to
punch
know, or do you
ghosts.
just want me to, spend all of my resources and just say, hey, deal with it? Because I will do it.
Can can that viceroy be dealing with the zombies? Adric just goes in and punches all the zombies.
No, they, as I described before, they're very difficult to kill. Punching the zombies will effectively do nothing to them.
Oh man, is it a job to deal with the
Whatever
zombies, or is it
happened
a
to the
downtime?
coin I spent to go get the damn gondoliers on that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
Was that
hired
before
some
you did
help.
this job? Because if so, they would have
that was
shown.
Yeah.
before the train job because
Right
that gave
before-
us
yeah.
time.
Okay, then I haven't reported that yet. So let me make a roll to see.
Oh, fun. We don't know yet. Ooh, ooh. I guess at this point we go send a letter over to the gondoliers like, hey, what about them zombies?
Yeah. And they might say, oh, it's already been dealt with. Or, oh, God, our entire team disappeared. We're not dealing with this. Have your money back.
Well, there
Oh,
are now
they give
5
us back
more
our money.
zombies that are previous gondoliers.
I will. They would
They're
actually give you.
not the-
They're
not
like
in-
honorable. We'll give you their money back if they can't deal
They're
with
not
it.
Nice,
infectious
they got
zombies.
money back in.
They're not infectious zombies, no. But they are getting more zombies some kind of way.
It's probably they have like a soul vacuum or something. I don't know.
Okay, so gondoliers are not there. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna make
Well, a zombie's just like a body without a soul, right? So they
Yeah.
a hollow is just a body without a soul. These things are more zombie-like than hollows are supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
They're like enchanted hollows or some garbage.
Not
Yes.
bad.
Oh,
That's a 4.
Okay, I have a thing. Zombies.
Watch it be like 6 dice in return.
So I'm gonna start a new clock. Here. Gondoliers. Remove the zombies. That will. Actually, no. What am I doing? I should roll for both sides. See if the zombies are and everything else there.
the zombie problem rolls
and
of a whole.
everything else.
Oh
there, he
no. Okay, cool. So the gondoliers tell you that they initially investigated, found this to be worse than they thought, and they're preparing and will come back later. But
What does that mean for us?
they don't know. They didn't all they sent a team to investigate. Some of them got killed, not all of them. Some of them got out. They're gonna go and they aren't telling you the details unless you press them to ask because it's their field. But there is some weird magic stuff that they also encountered that they also need to make preparations for. So
So
I mean-
if at this point we know that there are zombies in the basement, Adric has a bit of a person that he wants to go see on that.
I think it's well known that we have zombies in the basement.
well known? How well known exactly? What are you saying? Well known?
The 4 of us.
Okay.
We know. We know there's
know.
zombies in the basement.
Okay, just that's an important distinction between well-known, like, yeah, no, it's common news. The whole neighborhood knows there's zombies
Yeah,
in the
you know,
basement.
hey, watch out for zombies in your basement.
Yeah, how to recognize the zombie posters everywhere.
Fusewrights
So we
stamp.
still haven't had that team meeting from the whole last job. Do we maybe want to,
Oh my god, we
I
have
thought
it.
we hand waved that one.
Yeah, we did.
I'm
hand
good
wave
with
it.
hand waving that one, but I would love to have a discussion on what to do on the zombies.
Who tells
Maybe this
Adric about
is-
the zombies?
No one. I don't fucking tell Adric about the zombies. He
I
went on a
would-
murder spree.
I would
yet.
tell Adric about the zombie.
If we've got the gondoliers coming in, I'm pretty sure I can pick up on this at some point.
Well,
Granted,
we
it's
already
nice.
said
They
the
probably
gondoliers.
leave you a letter, like, "Hey, we came by," or they like tell the morning shift, who then pass it on to presumably Grind, because Grind was the one I think who hired them, and leave it to you guys if Adric overheard that, or they mention it
Yeah,
while Adric's
It
back.
probably came out during the whole like berating you for while I was doing the first aid. Like
You go
Yeah.
deal with
zombies in the
Mercy and not the
basement,
zombies.
fucking listing out all
I-
the bullshit that we've got to take care of, and you're going off half cocked. Like,
Listen, I didn't know there were zombies, and now that I do know, I'm dealing with them. Guys, we're moving.
We
We've
can't
got
move.
another
We don't have
place
enough
that's all lined
downtime.
up.
We have to do something else first. We have other things to take care of besides moving, but you can start packing your bags, I guess.
See, the thing is that all we need is the downtime actions and the coin, and I'm willing to parcel all that out.
So
How
as a
much
heads
coin do
up,
we need for that?
this is not just your HQ. This is your turf.
Oh,
So if you move, zombies are still going to
there.
be up in your turf.
That's bad.
If we move, what will happen to
If
it?
you
Or,
move your
sorry.
headquarters, zombies are still going to be in your turf.
The zombie
Yeah.
problem doesn't go away.
Blow up the building on top of them. That's well enough.
Well, then we lose the turf, don't we? I mean, like,
We lose the building.
I would think that the residents would take exception. Like,
I think. Do we know how far that clock is along to dealing with the zombies, or no?
No, of course we don't know. Because we're not directly involved, so we'd have no way to gauge the situation, even in
Yeah.
fiction.
Yeah.
No matter what's up with the zombies, living in this place is no kind of useful. We are absolutely compromised. We've already had the wraiths or whoever they were get in from above. We don't want someone coming in from below and okay, this place has just absolutely not worked and has been infiltrated so many times, it's not worth it. Let's move. Let's move somewhere where we know that nobody is going to be coming after us.
Hicks raises his hand. I have a place we can move.
Where?
It's in Char Hollow. The
Where?
only thing is, we have to wait a week to see if its current occupants change their mind.
is it the military
What?
all over Char Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. Do you want to deal with the Marines?
No, it's the
Zombies
Faith Vigilance Union.
or military.
I know you. I know what you're referring to as Jordan, but none of us were told.
None
that.
of yeah, that's true.
Yeah, none of us
It's just,
You
I
went
know a
by
building
yourself.
that should be vacant within the week.
Maybe it can.
What kind of a building?
Well, it's a certified base for a criminal organization.
Maybe we can wait until the next job to do that because we don't have a lot of free time or enough capital to blow up this base.
I'm
You're right.
going into a job with our base clearly compromised.
All we gotta do here is we get all of the demon juice, we water it down, we go to the Silver Nails, we sell them a case.
Clean,
Oh,
easy,
Right.
simple
we need
soup.
demon juice.
You also need demon juice. Or in this case, what Indigo said, water it down.
I have the empty bottle. Do we want to fill that with water?
I assume that
Did
the
we
spray
have
was
demon
not
juice
like clear.
almost made, and we just needed like one more roll, and then it would, be good.
There's a clock for making it, I believe, wasn't there? Or was
yeah,
that?
and it was
Oh yeah,
mostly
we
filled.
did that before Train Heist, and it's like
Yes.
we got them making the delivery devices, like
Yes.
the aerosol cans, basically. But we didn't have them fill it up with stuff because we needed supplies.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's more that they rolled poorly.
It is more than
Yeah,
they
that's
rolled poorly.
Figured
So
out the roll, but yeah.
We could have them roll for that again to see if we could get some demon juice to sell.
So here's the thing with that.
We're idiots. And we read the
Cohorts
rules.
don't get downtime actions unless you're smugglers with a special ability.
oh, okay.
We've been
Well,
doing
oh,
that
good
wrong.
We're
for
doing
them.
that wrong. Cool. What you could do though is one of you tinkerers could downtime action yourselves, team working with
One of
them.
the tinkerers.
They,
One of you tinkerers.
I.
That's me.
Okay, you're the only tinkerer. Just the wrecker is okay.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
have
the
any of
explosives and the
alchemical-
like things, bottles that explode and the using the bottles that explode mix up in my mind. I don't know, making them.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah, I can.
you can
I can
downtime
spend a
action
coin.
if you'll get their scale if you do it alongside them, and you will get the +1 die.
Okay. So I'll spend the coin to.
Right, do we not have crew coin for this?
Yeah,
We have
spend
crew coin.
crew coin on that.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
This
I
is a
got
crew
that.
coin thing.
Okay.
All right, so it's 3 + 1 for them. Position effect doesn't matter here.
And that,
also, I
Actually, never mind.
mentioned in the Discord another great buyer for this is the Railjacks.
Yep,
yeah, as you found out of character at. Oh, nice, a 6.
that's a crit.
Because it's rated as
I
an
have a
effect level higher.
+1 result level.
Nice.
From
Oh,
Alchemist.
nice.
So that is tier 4 then. You need tier 3, I think, for the demon spray.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
So
so
can we have it
I
that it made
let-
multiple versions?
you already have
Lot-
scale because you have the people on it. So I leave it to you if it's effectively extra like quality or even more scale. You make even more of it, or you make even better of it. Either way, you'll get.
I think even more of it.
Okay,
Yeah, more to sell.
so you have like barrels of the stuff basically after this.
Should we also spend another coin because it's expensive?
It does say it needs a specific ingredient, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Oh,
So just take another.
I think
crew
take another coin to just buy the ingredients for it.
If we don't have a crew coin, I have the coin to spare.
I think we have lots of crew.
I'm willing to sell my shitty hut.
No, we're not. Stop selling your stuff.
Listen, Zayd is a man who is not gonna live out of this crew. It's just
Some
not
things
possible.
are just more important.
If we want to keep the coin, we can spend a rep instead for the action.
To bully people into it.
How much rep
Basically.
do we have?
I think like 2 or 3 on the track.
Yeah,
There's
we
no
can
way we're
spend a
going to
rep.
gear up again. So
We can
Yeah, you
spend a
can
rep.
turn the rep.
Coin has more uses than
Yeah.
rep does.
We
That's
can
fair.
spend
Rep.
1 rep to throw our weight around a bit here. It's like,
Yo, yeah,
We
give
need
us
this.
this. So
yes, it's ours
Yo.
now.
This is proprietary, good sir.
Or it's like, we basically.
listen,
just
you want to
pull our-
invest in our product, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 coin and 1.
Can you
rep.
refuse a pyramid scheme if the mob is selling it to you?
No.
I don't
Well,
think
you
you
can,
can.
but you end up in a wheelchair.
Yeah, you lose your kneecaps.
Okay, cool.
Well, really, in this case, it's that you can't find any work because the Fusewrights Union's like mobby stuff is less threatening businesses and more like, well, if you don't play by our rules, you're not in our system. If you're not in our system, we can't give you a job.
Yeah, it's
If you're not
if
in our
you're
system, there's
sorry,
way worse people out there.
We own all of the bodegas down here, so
yeah, so you get it
Oh my
from
God.
someone in
We're-
return.
We're just like a guild. Like that's it. Like hey,
That's
you work
kinda
with the guild
true,
or
yeah.
You don't work with the guild. If you don't
Yep.
work with the guild, you don't work.
yeah, you
Yep.
earn with the union or you don't earn.
Yep, while you're in Union territory.
we suddenly got a lot
I like how
darker in
this
my eyes.
guild is like literally all
We're
types of
still
labor.
criminals.
It's not just a
Like,
specific niche of labor. It's just like, no, we are managing all labor in general, all work.
we're still criminals.
Yes.
We keep forgetting that we are actually still criminals.
To be fair, we're still way better than all the other criminals.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's what
if
they all
go,
say.
"You-
Don't worry.
You pay us or we break your knees. We go. You pay us or you don't work. I guess.
You figure it out. You don't
Well,
want
you
our
don't
help,
work,
that's
your
fine.
family doesn't work, everybody you know doesn't work, and
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
soon
Yeah.
that's a
It's
problem for
basically
you.
that. But
Yeah.
but we frame it as like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't want our assistance, you don't want part of this, that's fine. You're not in our system, that's okay. It's optional. But we just don't tell you. We took away any and all
Other options.
options.
Yeah,
If you're not
It's-
part of the union,
you could
know your
work
water
for
gets
us
shut
or not
off.
work. So I guess you could just go on our road or just stop moving entirely. It's one or the other.
I mean,
That's
it's
true.
us or you move to Dunslow. Those are your choices.
You want to live in Dunslow?
We just want you to let you know there is always a choice.
Yeah.
We're never gonna tell you
Yes.
you have to do one thing or the other.
It's just do it or starve. Really, it's
It's your choice.
Your choice. You're
Oh.
okay.
All about
I
free
mean,
will here,
Way
dear.
darker
I
now.
still think it's an improvement over the current horrible situation of Duskwall.
Yeah, it's
But
just
we're
that still
we're
criminals.
bringing like current late stage like monopolies into Duskwall is what we're
Listen,
doing.
Listen, one step up.
I mean, there are some unethical union practices, and this was one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind in the economic sense.
Yes.
We go
Okay.
from cutthroat gangs to just really shitty union practices.
Yeah. Instead of having to threaten anyone but with a knife, you just sign some papers, and it's just as effective, if not more so.
The real crime is bureaucracy.
All right.
That's why the hells are set up that way in D&D. It's all bureaucratic.
What do you guys
Someone
do?
needs to overthrow us.
What do you guys do next?
I mean,
The demon
Got the
product
box
has
of
been
cheese.
made. Is there anything you want to
think-
do in preparation for or otherwise before this selling job.
Do we just
Yeah.
want to call him?
No, I'm going to spend one more coin, personally.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves an asset of a Whisper cohort.
Ooh.
Okay. This is, of course, temporary use of for now.
Yeah,
We need to
temporary
spend
use.
that coin, or can we just use, the vultures who are whispers?
I
We
think
have the
that's what it
vultures.
would be. They would just might be either extra skilled or extra loyal to you. I think
Yeah,
it would
I
still be
think
the
we
downtime
would
action.
pull the
But they'll be
vultures
like,
here, but
yeah.
just a fictional positioning advantage of
Yeah.
them being a cohort already.
Still
Yeah.
need to acquire the asset or no?
I think yes. They're just going to be have some extra good qualities, isn't it?
The easiest asset to acquire is one you already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just asking them to come over.
It's
and
reserving their time slot sheet on
Mhm.
the union books.
scheduling app.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
scheduling it.
It's
Yeah.
making sure that unreliable doesn't come into play.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna what I plan on doing is getting the cohort, sending them over to the gondoliers, and being like, "We're gonna go do something. We're leaving. We would like the exterminators to come in and be done by the time we get back."
Oh, and like let them know, come
Yeah.
in full force and do it. With
Yeah.
this whisper helping?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh, if we're doing the zombie thing, I also have an asset to acquire for this, but we'll get to mine second.
Okay.
you're just a guy
If
with a
if
chainsaw
we're not
hands.
actually meeting this whisper, do we want to detail them? Or they might die,
I mean,
so
if
we'll see.
if they're relevant afterwards, sure. But
Okay.
You earned your name in this game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like
what?
starts with number. You survived. Have a name. You're no longer a number.
You are no longer Whisper number 1. You are Jim.
Exactly. Okay.
So I roll R tier. Is it +1 since I'm using the vultures? Because
Sure. Yeah, they would be like helping you on this +1 die.
Yeah. All right. Oop.
5 is equal to your tier, I think, in quality.
I believe so. Yeah. I don't have the handout in front of me.
I think so.
Get it though.
Okay.
Oh, that's rules reference. Hang on. I'll look.
Let me check the vultures right now. Actually, I should
Why,
give you guys access to the vulture details because you will know them.
Yep, that's standard tier. Could spend 2 coin to bump it up another tier, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Okay. I think actually their leader Krella will probably take point on this. She's the only named whisper we have so far, and even if she does die, they would just still be following you guys as a faction.
And
She
yes,
dies
it's just
and it
standard
just
tier.
cements our loyalty. Yeah, it's a
And
tier
she's
2.
the only written down whisper, so I have shown you the handout. There we go.
Oh, that's what those things were in the water. It was
Yes.
other vultures.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now they, as you have found out, now they are able to breathe underwater due to their chemical stuff.
They don't like the gondoliers.
What? Yeah. Now they have to work together. But
They've been stealing from the gondoliers for a long time.
and they originally, split off from them. So what I imagine this is like they've both been effectively forced to work together due to hiring and stuff like that. So it's going to be like one of those. There's going to be a lot of like quips and like it's going to be a very interesting.
I've been on plenty of job sites where 2 private contractors hate each other. They still get the job done.
Exactly. They still will. And they're not at war. I don't think enemies are active. Or people you're actively at war. That'd be insane. Okay. Hicks, you wanted to get set as well.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to get them a bunch of explosives.
Just a bunch of ghost bombs.
It's
Just
underneath the damn house.
Just a big pile
Yes.
of bombs.
I am good with this.
Okay.
Just like grenades, sticks of dynamite, whatever I can find, as much of it as I can find.
Upon hearing this, I'm having the damn crew, the meowing shift, take my shit and bring it to the restaurant. Store it with the damn other.
So you have
Yeah.
temporarily moved out in case that the whole building collapses.
Bring it to the restaurant? What?
Yeah,
The
to the
Where the
scientist.
where the long night shift goes.
Oh,
Mhm.
I have
Great.
a shitty hut now, so
Yeah. I have recently
No,
come
that's
in
when you
contact
retire,
with
you'll have a
the
shitty
bomb
hut.
market, which I should
yes.
have been part of all along. So I'm just gonna roll my tier.
Yep.
Roll our tier. I'm spending the coin personally.
Okay.
Then
Is anyone helping you acquire these bombs? Hand over.
my underworld contact.
I meant you. In addition to the +1 result level, you could also get a
Mm,
plus
Have
one
like
to
a
the dice.
seditionist or
again,
something
if
on
you're
your list.
willing
I think you
to
do
take my help,
specifically have a seditionist on your list, if I'm not mistaken.
I do specifically have a sedition.
But Adric wants to help as well.
Yeah,
If you're-
Adric, you're
willing
What's your-
here, I am all down for blowing this thing up.
yeah, Adric. If you were willing to help, thanks. We'll take your help in grenade shopping as we go, and we just arm these people we're sending to the teeth with explosives.
Okay.
so it's either they fix the problem or they blow it up.
They fix
It's
the
one of
problem
those two.
one way or another.
So I get 2 bonus dice. Is basically what happens.
Yes.
And
No,
one
sorry,
bonus
one
dice
bonus
for
dice,
Adric.
and then also we'll upgrade the entire level afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
That's an
Hey.
engagement roll.
That's
Yeah.
an engagement roll. Sorry, wrong one.
Okay.
Where's our
Fortune
tier?
roll with. That's fortune roll.
Oh, it's roll fortune on the personal.
There it is.
Okay, so that is tier 3
Yes.
bombs
Yeah.
because it's your tier +1.
We're
Which
going
is
for quantity over quality.
okay. So a bunch
yeah.
of bombs.
Bunch of bombs.
Bunch of bombs.
Excellent.
I don't want to deal with these zombies anymore. We have too many problems. I have opted to blow one up.
Excellent.
When in doubt, bomb it out. That's what I always say.
Yep. I think you just give
Never
him like
liked this
a
house anyway.
few crates of grenades.
That's basically
And
what I do.
bombs.
Just grenades.
Just like
Grenades.
Yeah.
Grenades.
You should be loaded fully with grenades, nothing else.
everybody, bandolier on across your shoulder, bandolier on your waist, and probably a second one across your shoulder. Just if anything bad happens, you're about to get eaten by a zombie, pull this string because no one's coming out of that.
It's like if you have contractors over, like if they're doing your bathroom or whatever, like sometimes you'll bring them lunch. Except in this case,
Yeah. Here you guys
brought them all
go.
grenades.
Thanks for coming. I brought you a little something just as a.
No, this
as
makes
a-
your job a little easier.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, when you deliver these to them, they are surprised, somehow more so than that fact they'll be working with a vulture. But after some hesitation, they accept. They're not sure. I don't think many of them are used to using explosives.
I'm gonna go with you and teach them how to use the bombs. How's that?
You pull the pin, you count to 3, and
Oh, yeah, we do not teach them how to cook a grenade. No, we do that. That's an advanced grenade technique. No, just pull, pin, throw.
Are they all specific grenades, or are there any more powerful explosives?
I mean, more fire than bomb.
Shape charges, claymores.
Molotovs.
It's more like stuff that's fire, like anti-personnel bombs, as opposed to like this is a shape charge to bring down a building. It's
Yeah,
more like,
I think
this
for tier
builds
2
a
stuff, it
room
would
of
mostly be
fire
a standard
and
hand
gas,
grenade. Tier 1 would probably be a Molotov. Tier 0, I guess, would be like a pipe bomb. I don't know which one would be harder. Actually, those two might be
Molotov,
switched.
pipe bomb, grenade.
Yeah, so it would be Molotov 2-0, pipe bomb tier
Yeah.
1, and this is like a standard hand grenade.
Yeah, but these are more designed for like they're like anti-personnel weapons, not like building.
Yeah.
Not that it
Yeah,
won't
not
shake the
demolition.
building on a failure or anything, or
Yeah.
if they blow the ball up at once, it won't do
Listen,
anything.
just make sure to teach them about the what's it called?
Chunky salsa.
Chunky salsa effect. Because they're going into a very enclosed space.
Don't be in the room.
Don't be in the room. Anywhere in the room. Yes.
Actually, when we were talking to Krella, she was like, she
She knew her
scientifically
stuff
oriented.
alchemically, yes. Okay.
That's all I
I
have.
will make a roll for them. Actually, I'm gonna make a roll for them now, and if there's more you want to do to help them, we'll find out what it is afterwards. We'll find out how
Do
it
they
goes.
get an extra die or effect for chunky salsa or no?
No, but they will get extra dice for each of the things you provide them.
Okay.
Do they get extra effect for the fact that they're doing a like fighty job on our turf, which
No,
is
not for
our
this
specialty?
case. No, it's not their specialty.
Our specialty is making money off of fighting.
Okay, cool. I know what happens.
I don't like that. I don't like
Oh,
that
good.
look you gave. Do we want to go sell some demon juice?
What's our overall plan here? Because we've definitely had to accelerate the timetable on
I think
doing
the job
whatever we're going for.
I
The
think
job
the
is
job is
liquidate supply to get as much cash as we can.
yeah. So I do believe the problem here is getting the demon spray out of the city.
Transport job?
Are we doing a transport job?
I think it's a transport job. We got to load the boat up and we got to get it to the Silverdales.
Yeah, with tier 3 wanted level, I
Yeah.
concur.
That seems to be the problem with this job is getting it there.
We already know they
Yeah,
want
you know
it
they want to
and
buy
that
it.
they're willing to pay.
It's just you need to sneak out a bunch of
Yeah.
suspicious barrels out
Yeah.
of the city.
This is where my friend comes into play that can help us.
Who's your
I
friend?
have a sentinel who are the people on the gates. Right? They're like the people
Yes,
that
they
watch
are,
the electro
exactly.
barrier.
Yep.
So we
Nice.
get a shift schedule. We get like the shift changes.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully someone who will just let us through.
If we pay her a coin, she'll probably let us through. I assume it's a her. It's like
Up to you.
Celine.
Okay. So I've written down what's going to happen when you return with the zombies. Do you want to just jump into, in that case, engagement?
An engagement roll? Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
So, what is the type? I think this is a transport then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transport, the route and means. I think
We're going
maybe-
to the Lost District.
Yeah.
Probably seems to be like that's where we met
Same
last
spot.
time.
That's where their
I'd
bait.
say
That's
the
like their
route-
whole thing is the
Yeah,
Silverdales
there's-
are in the Lost District.
There's no need to show our hand and have a different spot to meet them at. We can meet them in the Lost District.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
the
which
route is
means
just boat.
boat,
Yeah.
water.
probably through North Hook Canal and around,
Yeah.
or North Hook Channel rather, and around.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't do North Hook. I'd go up, but I don't think that specificity.
Oh, we could go maybe like around this way. I don't think we need to be that specific about it.
Yeah, I'd agree on not that
Well, I'm just
specific.
saying,
I just
like,
argue against
the-
North Hook because of this. And
That's
it's a
the only
bad
way to
place
get
for
a
it.
boat to the Lost District. Like, this is land.
Yeah, we would just
I think
go
that's fair.
around. Just go
Yeah.
around this death zone.
The zone of everyone's looking for you right now. It's a good way to make it desperate, but
Yeah, just take the long way around. Just go up the Dusk River and then go under the rails, just like this, and then just pop out this way.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I meant. Not like go out right in front of the governor's stronghold. flipping
Okay,
birds as
so
we
go the
drive
long
past.
And
That was my plan. Just double middles as we go down the canal.
Listen, we took a crate of grenades ourselves. We're just chucking grenades over his fence.
all right. So they should be waiting in the Lost District for you to receive the goods
Yeah.
with payment in hand. All right. Choose.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Got it. Got tiny change of plans. We've got barrels of this stuff. Do we want to sell it to the Railjacks and have them get us past the ghost wall and then double over to the Lost District?
Ooh.
You made quite a lot, so you could try and double dip in this case.
double sales, double. Yeah, sure.
Would that be just still one job though?
Well, the other thing is we don't know.
I think it would be one job. I think it would be slightly more complicated, but with a chance for a higher payoff.
I think it would be a social job then, because we
Yeah,
haven't
we
met
don't
with them
have
before.
we don't have the inn. We have to convince them it's good product.
Yeah,
for the Railjacks.
that's
The
true.
Silver Nails are on board to buy it already.
You crit
Not
to
that
convince
we can't
them.
sell it to the Railjacks, but like the Silver Nails, we have them in the bag for the sale.
That's
True.
fair. Just wanted to point out that that's an easy way past that ghost wall.
Yeah.
And
I think
Yeah,
that
it
The
just means the
Railjacks, I
job
don't
turns
think
social.
deal with the walls. They deal with just the trains.
Yeah,
Uh,
it turns
think-
the job social. To deal
yeah,
with
it
the-
turns it into a social job, and then we just have to convince them our product's good, and then they could just like drop us off here, and then we walk.
So basically, do we want transport or social?
I mean,
we
I'm
haven't
all
done
about
it.
doing transport because we haven't done
we
it
haven't
yet.
done a transport
Yeah,
yet,
that's
and
why-
a lot of time is spent on boats, anyways, with you guys.
Yeah,
I think
we have a boat.
but yeah, sure.
I say I kind of want to do a transport job, to be honest with you. So that's
We
my
did do a
suggestion.
transport. We did. I think you were thinking of when we did the Char Hollow, like selling bombs during like a celebration.
Yeah, I remember that. I felt like we had a different transport job, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think the most
Yeah, I
unusual
can't
job
remember
we've
either.
had so far was defending the turf, because getting in was easy. It was keeping it that was hard.
Yeah.
That was a weird reverse assault job. But no, I don't think you guys have done a transport yet.
No,
Yeah. Let's do a
Give it a
transport.
shot.
Okay, you have the route and the means.
use all the rules.
Okay, everyone choose your loadout, which means armor refreshes. That's not special armor.
Finally.
Normal.
Is this the one?
Wait,
yeah.
when does special reload?
At the end of a score, when downtime
Okay, because I
begins.
used my special like in the downtime.
Okay, special armor refreshes when the score ends.
So hold on, I'm gonna test something on the sheet because I moused over items and then there's a pop up that goes reset.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It doesn't do the armor ticks though.
No.
Is this the one time I go normal? I mean
I'm
heavy.
going normal.
I think I'm still going normal. The one thing of moving
Yeah.
slow
Yeah.
is not worth the one extra load.
You
Yeah,
guys
I
do
think
Especially with that moving,
have
there's basically no advantage.
heavy would be bad if you ever fall in the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna do normal. Then. That's a good
and
point.
you guys have a big enough boat though that it's like it's not a tugboat. It's like
Yeah, our boat is fucking huge.
it's
we
probably
should just move
equivalent
on to the
to. It's not no Leviathan Hunter, but it's probably like their Serpent boat is like their boat that was acting as their base. Is big enough to hold the dozen of them there. Yeah. Okay.
If we need to move bases, we'll move to the boat. Pirate radio, baby.
We're just keep moving down. I want a mansion back.
You want back a mansion? There's one in Char Hollow we could take if you don't want to, worry about the
You want to get a
death
pet?
juice. If you want a pet, we can move in there.
Luckily, it appears no one's allergic to cats. If someone was allergic to cats on your crew, that would be
They're not anymore. Is really what
unfortunate.
happened.
That's
The
true.
game's
I feel
superpower-
like
their
when your
superpower
soul.
their superpower is no longer allergic to cats.
Part of me
That's
thinks
what
that
they-
because it's Duskwall, I want to say like that doesn't necessarily go away, and they're just now allergic to themselves. It's awful.
I would feel like if your soul is linked to an animal, if you were allergic to said animal, you're no longer allergic to that animal.
Or you're
Fair.
dead.
Or you're dead.
Saved you from Heartcom. Oh, you were allergic.
Anaphylaxis, bitch.
Yes, we probably should have done the moth.
Should have done the moth.
Okay, everyone's chosen your loadout.
Yes.
Yep, normal.
Okay.
Normal.
Engagement roll. Who's rolling it? I think it was Hicks last.
Yeah, I did the last one.
Okay.
I'll get this one. Why not?
Okay.
I've rolled all the
It's your
sixes. We'll
thingy.
get ones. It's
Sheer
great.
luck. I don't think this is particularly boulder daring, but I don't think it's overly complex or contingent on many factors.
Not
Does it expose a vulnerability of the target? In this case, it is the ins and outs of the city, or hit them where they are weakest.
no and no.
No.
Yeah.
Is the target strongest against this approach, or has particularly defensive or special preparations?
Literally. it's
Literally the lightning
barriers.
wall.
No, I argue
getting
the
up.
opposite. They're specifically designed to keep ghosts out. That's their whole intent. They're supposed to keep the stuff from the outside from getting inside. They're less prepared. Not that they're not prepared. They are less prepared for inside out.
Yeah.
I would part of me wants to. Okay,
I'll also throw in we're using Celine, a sentinel, to get us past the wall.
that's the next one.
But it's exposing the vulnerability of having someone that operates the wall get us past the wall.
It's the biggest strength, and we're actively negating it.
Okay, then I don't think that they're strong against this approach then.
Okay.
But yes, +1 die because you have a friend or contact who's providing aid, insight, and literally there to make sure things go well once you get to the wall. Because the thing is, it's not just the wall; it's getting there too.
Yeah.
And -1 die if any enemies or rivals are interfering in the operation. May or may not be a manhunt out for some of you right now, so we're gonna go -1 die.
This is a 1 die engagement roll.
Can I?
Plus or minus
Bargain.
dice depending on other factors, just tier, scale, situational advantages.
Our boat is big and armored.
How does that make you less likely to get searched?
I think
Yeah,
that makes it possible.
I can actually think of no other factors right now on either side. Actually, I have one. Could be bad. Would that be bad? No, that's already included in the -1 from these arrivals. There's no more water demons to mess with you if you were their enemies. I think it might just be one.
I have a situational one. No one else knows the water demons are gone, so there's less people likely out on the water.
Yeah.
That I will give you. It's still the first score after they died. So yeah, 2 dice.
Okay. 2 dice.
There's still
I got you one more, buddy.
It's the only time it's going to work. Then they'll figure it out pretty quick.
All right, here goes probably a fail. Yep,
Oh, that's so bad.
that's a 2.
See, I just wanted to level prowess. If we start in desperate, we'll have good prowess.
That's all right. That's all right. We've got plenty of things to help us here. It's gonna be fine. Hicks, we're gonna need that fine identity and some documents.
It's the house is on fire. We're the dog going. This is fine.
So, as you guys haven't actually gone that far yet. You guys are making your way past the district of Char Hollow, when out of a formerly abandoned dockhouse, comes out a small military gunship. Starts following you, and out of the, would they have a megaphone? They have like a horn, basically, that is intended, and you guys I think would know this because of the signals, is meant to they want you to pull over.
It's a foghorn.
It's a foghorn, but it's meant they signal it twice or do like a thing where, because they wouldn't have like a megaphone or anything to actual do voice, but they have a spotlight on you guys, and they want you guys to pull over. You're just passing by Char Hollow.
I think
pulled
this
out.
is a job where our default is talk, not fight. Or run. We could try run. But that's trusting to finesse.
I think talk first, then run.
Yeah, I think we pull over.
Yeah, in this case, it's
I-
slow down, get out of the middle of the canal, and
Yeah.
come on board.
I
And
will
you two,
be-
you two go below decks.
Yeah, no.
Or I was gonna say I'm not in Phoenix getup. I'm in Zayd getup, but I have like a mouth covering and I have my sleeves rolled up so I look like a Leviathan hunter because of
Okay.
all my tattoos.
You do have tattoos. They're different tattoos, but
Yeah.
only a Leviathan hunter or Scotland soldier would know.
Yeah.
Probably, if they're. Hopefully, the soldiers won't know.
I'd like to be out of sight and hiding, but still on deck if possible.
See how that goes. Yeah. This seems like it is almost a teamwork setup, or make sure everything is good for when they come on board.
Hide ourselves.
Well, it's one of you you're hiding yourself, Adric. The rest of you guys.
It's like hiding, but not like physically hiding. It's
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it might not be an action then. It might just be this is what you do, and then when they arrive, that's what they see. See how
Yeah,
well
I
they
feel
pass
like
it
it's
off.
four of that. But I
Do you
am
have
going to
any of
try
your
to-
crew with you, or is it just you four? Are you keeping them to keep the district safe?
I think we need the meowing shift on the district.
Yeah, the blue coats
Yeah.
are too active for
We might have like one guy with us to help move boxes.
and to keep up Phoenix's cover.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
like two. It looks like we have two goons, but one of them is 8.
Okay.
So 4 people operating the ship, as far as I know.
Okay.
4 people and a child, or if the crew count.
Child's
I'm-
hiding, you said? Like actively
Yeah, I'm
out of
hiding.
their sight?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have like one person from your crew. Okay.
Just
Of
like
course
a random.
It's Henner, obviously.
Yay, Henner and his cat.
Henner and his cat. Yeah, Henner and his cat.
And like the boat cat, like it's the boat.
It's the boat cat.
Oh
It's the
yeah,
boat cat.
Gotta have a
absolutely.
cat on a
Every
boat.
ship needs a cat for
Exactly.
getting rid of those rats.
Mhm.
It's one of those cute little like black cats, like mittens and like a white underbelly.
Yep. All right. So you guys are just like completely
Don't
suspicion
think of it,
free, waiting as the gunship pulls out. They intentionally pull up like on the side that is like has the most water on it. So there's like just
Yeah.
land on one side and then they're on the other side with it.
They're trapping us against the shore.
Yes.
I do want to roll survey before they like try to talk to us or anything, so I can see if I can get.
Do you want to get information directly or set up for future
A
stuff?
setup, a
Okay.
survey to survey who they are, like.
Okay.
if possible.
The survey itself, even though it was a 1 to 2, the survey itself will be actually controlled. Because that's before anything has happened.
Yeah, this is just the first impression. I look at their insignia, see what I know.
Yep.
Standard.
Standard.
There
For
are
setup,
imperial-
it isn't a huge deal.
Yeah. No bonus dice. That's a 5.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start a tick on this clock. It's gonna be a 4 o'clock. As you are looking at them, it's a setup, so I'm not gonna tell you too much details. We'll figure out what you learn when you use it. But you notice that one of them is not only looking you over, but has a series of like papers in their hand as they pull up. They're and is like looking at all of you and comparing faces.
They know what they're looking for.
They're looking for something compared to the paper.
Yeah, looking for something specific as opposed to just a general pullover.
Exactly. And we are 1 tick in to their 4 o'clock of suspicion. If it gets full, things will go bad. The boat pulls up. They extend a dock over to you, and I think that a group of a half dozen soldiers come on, like soldiers, come on board. The captain is not there himself. The first mate, though, she is. She wants to speak to the captain of the ship.
I look at Ryan. Like,
Yeah, I guess that'll be me.
I don't know. You just look like the most adult. Like I still
Yeah,
look
like-
like a college kid.
Yeah, Grind's probably got like that Greek captain's hat on. Yeah, and he'll walk over and what can we do for you?
All
Officer?
ships near Char Hollow need to be searched for anything suspicious due to the delicate nature of the situation. And effectively, without even asking your consent or anything, when they say that, and they continue talking, my soldiers will be quick, only a few minutes. And they like just nod to their soldiers without even asking you. Soldiers start branching out in pairs. Three pairs of soldiers start combing the ship.
If you would, are you looking for anything in particular? Perhaps we could speed you along your way.
Any anything suspicious, any weapons, any suspicious people. There are a number of
Is this
insurgents
successful?
and terrorists. We
Kind of
have,
what we do here.
yeah, everyone is suspicious. She says, we know who we're looking for. Criminals, especially ones who are. She's like looking you, kind of trying to like impress upon you the situation, and maybe more. She says, criminals and those who have treasonous intent.
Ah, we've heard there's been some problems in the city lately. And I like snap for Hicks to come over. We
Yeah,
have
come on.
you have fine documents or something like that, right?
I have. What do I have?
A fine
have,
cover identity.
I have documents
Documents and a fine cover item. Yeah.
and a fine
Yeah.
cover identity. Yeah.
Yeah, we are only recently in the city. We so a trading run from, and Grind would know someplace I don't, that ships would come from.
Yeah.
A close trading place.
The closest ordinary trading place is, oddly enough, the probably across the ocean in Scotland. Is on the map, it's actually not that far.
Shipping coals to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's our manifest and the papers for my friend here who takes care of all of this.
She takes it
I
from you,
Reach
like,
I reach into my jacket. I check documents on my thing. It's part of the load. I have a fake shipping manifest for another aerosolized product. I don't know what aerosolized products exist.
Perfume.
Perfume would still totally be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a shipment of specialty perfume. And honestly, I tip our hand a bit, and I just have the leader of the Silverdale's name on it. It's like he's ordering a bunch of perfume from us.
Okay. And they might not know who the leader is by name or
Well, even
something.
if they do, but it says perfume, and they look at the bottles and it's aerosolized cans, they'll be like, perfume, perfume? Why is he ordering perfume? The point of
Yeah.
adding the Silverdales is heat on them if it goes weird at all, but also, like, that's
Like,
a red
oh, you're going
herring to
towards
get
the
them
Lost
off the track.
Districts. That's normally
It's
not
supposed-
permitted, but it's a legit trade, so yeah, that kind of
It's
thing.
supposed to be a red herring, is why I did that.
Yeah.
They get distracted if anything.
With the minor thing, like, all right, we'll follow up on this, but they let you go. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they take the manifest, she starts like reading through it, and she just like without even looking up says, "Lead me to where this is stored." And I assume you do, and talked with her about this.
Oh yeah, like keeping her attention on us as much as possible as we're talking.
Okay. So
Me with
yes.
Henner, I just basically don't. If they ask me questions, then I'll talk to them. But unless anyone stops him, he's gonna do like work on the boat.
I think at some point some of the soldiers are like, "How long have you been? What's your name? How long have you been working here?" They do like light questioning. Anything suspicious? What district are you staying? Like, where are you staying in vaguely in Duskwall, kind of thing.
I think he might know a little bit of Peruvian, but not enough to like get by.
Yeah.
Right. So he no habla dos pol.
Basically, is what you're doing here. That's the ruse you're going.
I think he knows enough to do that. Like
Yeah.
he knows enough Peruvian to be like, I don't speak Desvalian. Like, because he looks like a Peruvian.
Or at least enough to pass.
Enough
Yeah.
to pass. I mean, that's the story behind his fine guns. Is you have legal documents saying you have these guns. He got them because he had an Peruvian sounding name.
All right. So
No hablo Desvol.
I think, though this is separate things, I think this is a teamwork action with Hicks, Brine, and Zaid swaying these people
Yeah,
to
I
like,
can
no, we're
believe it.
fine.
I'm
I'm not
going
going to do a clock because right now it's just do these and military suspicion doesn't go up and then they go. It's not necessarily a clock to push something. It's just avoid this and
Yeah,
then you're fine.
it's just we have the bad clock.
The only other thing that'll happen after this is Adric staying out of sight, and if both of those go off smoothly, then they go.
Cool.
Sounds good. Position and effect.
Desperate. That's what this is for. They,
I get an extra die.
yeah, they have your face and names as you might have, might suspect on their papers, but
Effect.
effect here.
I have quality documents. 'Cause all
That
of our gear
brings
is
it up.
quality.
Is all your gear quality?
It's tools and weapons. It's not gear.
It's
But
on my
gear
item.
gear would only be if you're talking about the crew upgrade for gear, it would only be burglary and climbing gear.
Yeah, there's
Then
a
you're
different
qu-
one for documents.
Then it'll be limited. This will be desperate limited. This will be limited in the way like, okay, we see your documents, but also you look a lot like this other guy, so can we see some more verification kind of thing?
Okay, but they did see other verification, find cover identity.
Did.
I don't
The
know who I
fine
pretend to be.
if you
A
use the
merchant.
find cover identity, the fineness will upgrade it to standard.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. I pull out my Aruvian trading license.
Nice.
My like Aruvian consulate stamped trading license.
Yeah. We're here from Aruvia. That's probably what the cover
Or
story
we're
is.
contracted from Aruvia.
From this,
like,
these exotic perfumes brought in from Aruvia. Don't worry with the demonic taint. Everyone's a demon in Aruvia. It's fine.
Everything's tainted.
there's a lot.
It's
of
in the air.
things.
But that's what you pay for here.
Alright.
Nice.
And
Okay.
actually,
I
your
have a-
find cover identity could be your Hicks Keel, son of a merchant.
We're doing the perfume route, so I think
They
I
would
think that-
have Hickskeel's name around nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, desperate standard then. That brings it up.
Nice. I get a bonus die for Daredevil.
That's a 4.
Okay. That's a
That's
4.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay.
No stress, but something might go a little hinky.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I think they let's see about this. That we've got that. Ooh. What could go wrong here? That isn't the suspicion, because I don't think that's what this is. You will lay their suspicion, but other stuff could happen. You know what? I know what it is. I think I think the first I almost said first aid. That's not the first mate. It's like, all right, I think I've seen everything you need to see here. Look, see you, Captain. I'll meet you in your office right now. Can you lead me to it? Just us.
Yeah. Follow me.
Okay. When it's just you two alone, she says, all right. 3 coin, I let you go.
Perhaps,
you are. And if I don't walk out of here, obviously things. But this doesn't add up. I could call this in. Here until I found out you were. Something's fishy. It's not just those.
Well, Captain, if we don't keep that kind of money on the boat, unfortunately, because the waters we tread can be dangerous, and our financiers they don't appreciate loss. But what I can do, if you are willing, we do have some fine perfume on board, and you look like a lady of that appreciates luxury. I would be willing to part with a small amount of our product.
You're a man who knows how to make a deal, Captain. She offers her hand to shake.
Yeah, shake her hand.
Okay. While that's happening,
Wait. What's your quick
she's
question?
gonna take 3 coin in perfume from you.
No, but
We have a lot.
I will just reduce the ultimate payoff by 3.
I know, but there's a handshake, and Brian has standstill poison in his hands.
Yeah, but there's like 5 other.
The
army
military is
dudes.
on the boat.
And this is not the captain. This is the first mate. If something happens to
Yeah.
her, the captain's still around.
Oh, okay, all right, fine.
While that's happening, Adric, soldiers are poking around, opening boxes. going everywhere, hiding.
So the question I've got is, wherever I'm hiding, is it a couple of moments tied from them, or do I need to be very hidden for
Ghosts
a
are
long
not
period of
that
time as they're
fast.
double checking?
Ah, okay. It's probably like half an hour or more. Like it's you have a big boat. They're pouring over it.
More a matter of, are they pouring over the same spot over and over again?
No, they probably like just sweep it.
In that case, I have picked up something that I think will be handy in this case,
Nice.
and I can turn myself insubstantial.
Okay.
Very nice.
I get the feeling they might not be able to find me in that case.
Take 2 stress when you shift. And so this is the case. Like they open the closet that you're in. You're invisible during that few moments. They like
Not even
close
just
it.
invisible, it's insubstantial. They can rifle the clothing and not feel me.
True. And then they close it and you reappear and it's just a few moments and they never check again.
Basically, yeah. That's why I was checking before.
Excellent. Then I think this would be great effect. Still desperate.
Do you know what a roll that would be?
Prowl. This is still prowl to stay hidden.
Okay.
You just
Prowl.
have
Sounds
great
good.
effects because of your ghost veil.
Okay.
And you can still Devil's Bargain if you want to.
Well, you have to push yourself for Ghost Veil, don't you?
It just says you
Yeah.
take 2
No.
stress when you do it. It doesn't say it.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's not pushing. Well, it's a good wording there because it means you can push yourself on top of it.
Yes.
So I'm not as worried right here. What would the benefit be of great effect?
Even if things go badly for some reason, like if you get it, they will not. We're just gonna assume you're hidden until something drastically happens. Otherwise, even if like the soldiers are on alert, they might not find you. It's like you hiding intentionally. Up to you.
If that's the case, actually, standard without the ghost mail should be fine enough.
That's fair. Just hiding amongst like something. Cool.
Just doing the prowl there.
Desperate, standard, Devil's Bargain would be a tick on demonic infection. I also want to know after this, A, what exactly it looks like when you use Ghost Veil, and B, is this the first time you were doing it? How did you get this ability?
This is the first time I'm doing it, yes. Wow, this is something I forgot to prep. And
I have
I
an
will.
out for you.
Oh. My answer, if I was doing it now, would most likely be I had no idea I could. This was an
Okay,
accident.
it's
That was
a
very
random
convenient.
manifestation of it.
It could be accident, and also because of that demon blood that's now in your veins, you
Yes.
can do it.
That does
Yeah, I
make
think
sense with
Demon
the
Taint is the
Devil's Bargain
better
for
answer.
demonic infection, and now you're becoming some kind of like super mutant thing where the demonic infection
Shadow
is...
Demon.
Listen, your mutant power's way better than my mutant power.
You have wings. It's not bad. Temporary.
No, I mean the mutant power I got in the Deathlands, which is I just
Oh.
make people want me.
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
sexy aura.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting about your sexy aura. That was the time.
Now
We
it's
also-
time for a sexy
Time to bust out
ceremony.
sexy.
We also skipped the Steiner talk, so we'll have that at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be flashback bait for later.
That very much can be. Okay.
So
So,
yeah,
desperate
no, I'm
standard.
actually going to not even take the thing. I'm just going to go desperate standard and see what happens. Well, it's a 4.
Okay.
That means at least I stay hidden.
Yeah.
Yes. That is technically correct.
And that last tick means I go up in skirmish.
Nice.
You might.
Hiding in the closet makes you better at stabbing people.
Yeah.
Well, most of that came from a knife fight.
Yeah.
You know what?
You could just tick the military suspicion up more.
I mean, if I did, it would fill.
Not all the way. It could just
It
be
doesn't
like,
make sense that it would totally fill because, again, I succeeded
Exactly.
in staying hidden.
Yeah.
So I think in this case, I'm gonna fill your demonic infection clock to full because it just that's three desperate.
you can resist.
You can resist that if you
Yes.
want to.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes. I don't have special armor, so I just have to resist that normally, and
I think that's resolve. It's a supernatural thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Question,
It would
because
be-
we've never tried it. How do you resist the? Who resists the badness of a group roll? The leader?
Anyone can. Just like you can also, for free at any time, take, like, intercept danger and consequences from each other.
Gotcha.
Okay, so resist on the resolve.
Hey,
Yay for
Fine.
stress.
So I think in this case, with everything going on, that will reduce it by 1. That won't completely remove it.
Well, that's normally how that works. So
Yes, and so I think in this case, yeah, we see the like TV shot of like you feel something in your shoulder, then you for the camera like lower your sleeve slightly, and now while your shoulder beneath the bandages, there's like now black like veins spreading into like onto the rest of your body from the wound, and it is you feel not too different from when you're on Rage Essence. Not to that degree yet. You don't know if that's what it'll be yet when it manifests, but you feel like adrenaline, feel stronger, feel more
You
on
like
edge.
seeing a shadow.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely feel a bit more demonic, let's say, than before.
well,
See what that
if I
looks
need
like.
to take, yeah, all right.
And but you resisted enough where it doesn't fully manifest, so you're fine.
Can
And then-
we argue for one on suspicion clock?
Why would we instead of 1 on the demonic infection, like change it
Instead
out?
of 2 on the demonic infection, one on suspicion, 1 on demonic infection. I'm trying to split it up a bit. As
No,
opposed to, empty to nearly full.
you succeeded the
Fair
the
enough.
prowl. You're hidden.
Okay.
I'm using your own argument against you.
Yeah, if you make the argument, you can't.
Yeah, I can try, but fair enough.
No, like okay, everything's fine, and I think the military will like, all right, okay, we're gonna have to. They'll take a couple barrels with them. They probably cite a fake thing where like, oh, you have too much stuff of like on board. We have to like lighten your cargo. Or it's gonna danger to your boat. It might sink a little bit.
I want to try a thing if it's possible.
Oh, okay.
So Hicks and I are going to lead her down into the cargo area.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we get there, we're going to open the door, and the cargo is going to start moving on its own. I'll pay the
Okay.
slam the door shut.
Behind, like it slams the door shut behind you with the telekinesis thing.
Like, yeah, I'm just going to slam the door
ghost.
shut myself.
Oh, okay. So
And
it's
be
just
like,
her alone in there.
All right, so you do the
No.
ghost-
Before we even walk in, we just open it up. The damn thing's moving around in there. I'm gonna slam the door shut. I'm gonna turn to her and say, "It appears that this Aruvian perfume has attracted some of your local ectoplasmic residents.
So
Would it be
Hicks-
okay if possibly we deliver this to you when we will obtain the services of a whisper and gets us taken care of?"
All right. I think this will be another sway roll. This will
All right.
also be definitely desperate.
All right. So while Grind is making that argument calmly to the first mate or whomever, Hicks sticks both his fingers in his mouth and whistles real loud and starts yelling at that like, "There's ghosts on the ship, ghosts in the cargo hold, ghosts in the cargo." Like he just
Ay,
starts
Dios
going.
mío! And I start running.
And he's basically like pretending like they're what you'll actually do on a boat. If there's a ghost infestation, he starts raising the alarm. It's like be ready to arms, things like that,
All right.
to
Perfect.
sell the whole thing. And I don't know. Well, that I guess we're gonna try to teamwork sway.
I think you are. Yeah.
Who's leading it?
I've got 4 stress. What are you at?
I have 3, so I'll lead it.
Okay.
This is desperate or risky?
This is still desperate. Like this is.
Yeah, you're right. This is pretty.
This
I'm
could
trying
just
to
tip
save
them
3
off.
coin
They're
here.
like, oh, there's a ghost in there. Okay, blow up the ship. There's ghosts. Everyone knows that cannons are the best method of fighting ghosts.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Okay.
That's a 5.
One
5.
stress, but a 5. So I think she says, "That's a serious problem. Don't worry, I've got a whisper. Come here." She like starts heading back up to the top deck. Luckily, she has a whisper on her ship that she is going to call over to come deal with these horrible.
Did I hear the call of ghosts in the
Yeah.
cabin?
Everyone heard ghosts in the cabin.
I would like to attune.
There's not ghosts in the cabin. There's
I
0
know.
ghosts.
But I want to, if there are ghosts in the cabin, like I would know if there are ghosts in the cabin because I could attune, right?
You could have.
Like,
You would have
my
already
bird,
seen it. You probably have a bird.
I would have already seen it. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a ruse. So I'd like to
Okay.
attune in order to perhaps get some spirits from the water to come up to act like they're
Oh,
demons.
you're grabbing ghosts.
I'm grabbing real ghosts to attack their ship.
Well, if anything's desperate, it's definitely that.
That's a bold move.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
group with you on that.
You want to help with that?
Yes.
It's
If
up
you
to you if
wanted-
it's a group or help, but yeah. It's
If we were both independently doing it, like
I wouldn't say independently, but I would say that we were,
yeah.
hidden somewhere nearby. I heard this thing go up. I saw that you were doing something odd.
okay,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Teamwork,
Um,
attune. This and I think the when you're doing this, the first mate gets back up and calls out like the name of someone specific to the other boat and says, "Get over here. We have some spirits to take care of. Shouldn't be a big deal."
I target that person in particular for the ghosts.
Perfect.
Send them at
Oh,
purpose.
that's your whisper. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is desperate.
So, do you want me to lead it, or
I have 4 stress total. How about you?
I have 5 total?
In which case, I can lead it because you have definitely already helped me out with leading things.
Desperate limited. You just want to grab some, pluck some ghosts of the ocean to happily attack this specific person. That's definitely desperate limited.
I'm not fighting anyone. I can't be helpful with that.
Is there any way to get effect?
Can I use load on arcane?
You can push
implements
yourself
and
for effect.
Then
Yeah.
say that works.
You could have a ghost tuning the fork or whatever.
You can use arcane implements. That would also get you effect in this case.
Does it?
Here's a
Aren't those
question.
normal?
They are. I think they're normal,
They're
but in this case, it would
But it's
just be
like-
purely fictional. You would get you effect, not from
Yeah,
the
it's the
quality.
difference between punching someone and stabbing them. The only thing the knife does is give you the position to do damage.
And in this case, that position will give you effect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do arcane. If one of us does arcane implements, does that affect both of our effects, or is it
I would say
We both
yes
have
in
to
this
do it.
case.
okay? If you want, I can take it.
It's both attract the ghosts and get them to attack them, not you.
Yeah, I will do. I'll do it, so you don't have to.
Sure.
And you're
Cool.
doing
So-
this in the presence of a whisper, by the way. Just a heads up.
Yeah, it's not the best plan. We got
It's
it.
not the best plan. All they know is I am attuning, so they don't know exactly
whisper-
what I'm doing.
Has the chance
Question,
of
though.
just knowing exactly what you're trying to do and just sounding the alarm.
Question though, do we want to roll it and then cliffhanger it?
Yeah,
Or
let's roll it and then
cliffhanger and then
cliffhanger it.
Sure, standard. It's desperate, so I get an extra die. Here we go. It's 5s.
5.
So many fives.
Five.
So many fives. Okay. So. Oh,
Fade to
guess.
black on them concentrating real hard.
Yeah, just fade to back on like ghost rising up out of the.
So in this
It's just
case.
there's 3 weeks to figure out what happens.
Oh, I know what happens. Guess who the ghosts are?
Oh no.
There's
Don't tell
two
me.
familiar faces there.
Yeah, we'll figure this out next time. We got it.
Actually, no, there'll be one. Yeah,
Uh,
I guess unless we flash back to alter this, we'd see Ulf Ironborn's ghost.
Yeah, the ghost that knows the ghost that's been keeping an eye on us.
And he may or may not be joined by Mercy's ghost. Unless we want to flash back to you having done something to stop her from ghosting out.
The spirit wardens, like the people who
No.
have a job.
Our base is warded against ghosts. Wouldn't that keep her in her body?
Okay.
We did bring
then
her back pretty much immediately.
no, she definitely would have been from your base that she showed up and ghosted out. So I think you're right. At the very least,
It's just
she's
Ulf.
trapped inside your base, if not just trapped in her body. So I think you're right. Ulf and his gang of murder ghosts show up. With a 5, I think it's going to be limited effect. They're here for everyone.
Everybody.
They're here
That's
for
fine. Chaos
you guys
is
as
good.
well.
We can
Chaos.
slip away in chaos. We're
Yeah.
good at that.
Yeah.
So
We can turn
just
this around.
rising with a bloody wry grin, and somehow he has his ghost maul back that he fought with when he was alive.
Whatever.
Actually, you know what? He's now gathered. I'll say this: he's now gathered all of the ghosts that have survived and are still here, of the fellow, his own faction that all were massacred in the demon attack. He got all of the surviving ghosts still from there, and they're all here.
He has a ghost gang because
Ghost Sea Raiders now.
Does that mean that he's
not a
equal tier
faction.
to what he was before?
He's not a faction. He's still just some wandering ghosts. He has no interest in playing the faction game right now. It's just interesting.
They have a whisper to deal with him now.
One whisper's not enough for this. This is a gang of hate ghosts. Let's go. Let's end the session there. Wolf shows up again. Can never get rid of him quite.
Nope.
Okay.
Let's do crew first.
Let's start with the Fusewrights Union crew.
So did we attack
Revolutionary.
nobility?
You definitely attacked the government.
We
but
technically
Hicks,
attacked them,
sorry,
but
Hicks
it's
did not
Hicks's-
attack the government.
Hicks did not attack the government.
Yeah,
Adric got payback against someone who harmed
we
them.
got vengeful.
Yes.
Yep, we get that one.
Zen, you have a thing.
I'm wondering if we can argue Hicks attacking the government for subterfuge against the military.
So far, I wouldn't say you've attacked them. Maybe tricked them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
one for
Worth a
sure
shot.
for vengeful.
Yep. One for
If
vengeful.
it's attacked, though, this is Hicks, and that's coming from, a talking person. Attack, if in the physical sense, is almost rarely ever going to happen.
You're right, but right now your goal in this whole thing is just get away from them to do the actual.
Yeah, they're not the target. They are an obstacle.
Yes.
Yeah, if it was like a government target, even if it's like deception or whatever, I think that would come into play.
I agree.
Okay.
That's what we've done before with a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Acquire product supply, execute clandestine or covert sales, or secure new territory.
I will argue acquire product supply because we made this stuff.
I would agree. It doesn't have to necessarily be in a score.
Yeah, you're right.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, just
Doubly
the
so.
entire session was
There's two
that.
there.
Bolster your crew's
Bolster your crew
reputation, or develop a new one.
Driven, explosive.
Explosive.
We might
Yes,
be getting a new one
explosive.
of
Here's the
terrorists.
thing. So here's the thing that I mentioned offhand. Your gang overheard that not only was Adric killing your friends, you guys knew Adric was killing your friends and let him.
We specifically asked him to stop.
Sorry?
We
Well-
specifically asked him to stop killing people.
And you only asked him to, if that makes sense. Like, it's mostly Adric they're not happy with. But Adric to your gang, and I think they're probably the first people your reputation matters to. I think just... I would say killers might become, between, like, what they found out Adric was doing in the past, and also the incident today, I think killers might be a reputation you guys are acquiring.
That's not
Okay,
a crew.
I-
God,
I would
so
also
mad.
vote for.
You can change. You
explosive.
can lose. You can reputations are mutable. You can
Yeah,
lose it
I
later.
know. It makes sense. It means I just have to specifically.
Yes,
word
explosive
document-
works. You guys literally gifted crates
Yeah,
of
so
grenades to the
yeah, like,
Unleashed.
it's what, here's grenades to deal with the zombies.
Yeah, I'd say 2 XP though for those 2.
Okay. Are we adding another reputation? Is that a thing?
Yeah, add killers.
Stone cold.
Did we double add that crew advancement? Because no, we're good. Never mind.
Okay. Did you express the Gold Strive's inner conflict or essential nature of the crew?
I think inner
yeah.
One
conflict.
point of
Yeah.
conflict.
One
definitely.
I would also say like different interpretations of "we look out for each other" is another
Yeah.
essential nature.
All right, so crew advance +1.
Nice.
And we get stash on an advance, right?
You get
Yep.
right now 4 stash each.
My little hut is becoming less.
Don't worry, you'll sell it off. You'll sell off all of the
Is
extra
this
I'll
stuff.
sell it
advance?
off again.
Is this another advance?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys
Yep.
you guys got like so much XP this session as a crew.
Cool.
Okay, so first Zaid.
Okay, all right. Address a challenge with tracking or violence. Yes and yes.
Yep.
That's a 2. Belief strives heritage or background. I believe, the belief of like, I need to help Adric with this thing because I need to get him away from this very bad person.
Okay.
That's his belief.
Also,
Um,
heritage with no Abla Akarosi.
No habla Akarosi. Yep. I think I could do a couple other things with like Steiner, but that's the 2.
Those are the ones that are easy. Then the vice and traumas
Yeah.
could be. You definitely did it with reckless.
Oh, I did it with Reckless like all the time.
Yeah. it's true.
Recklessly shot Mercy and then recklessly ran across a bridge under sniper fire to go get at Mercy again.
Yeah. Very reckless.
I would also count let's summon some ghosts because we need some ghosts to get out of here.
That is also paying off, as hindsight will show that to be reckless as well.
Yeah. So
I don't think even in hindsight. I think in foresight it was reckless. Because it's one thing to be like, oops, we lied about ghosts, which is what we did. You went and brought actual ghosts.
yeah.
Oh, there's
This is
This is
the
great.
best trauma ever.
there's just so many like 4 and 5s this score so far, and it's just like it works, but also this thing. It works,
Yeah.
but also this thing. And then you guys just added to that, like, oh, that works. They're getting a whisper. Cool. Have some real ghosts.
Yeah, let's deal with this Ulf problem right now.
And then it's like, yes, some real ghosts. These ones that hate you.
You were
Yeah, that's me.
successful in summoning ghosts. You were mum this to the condition they were in.
Yes. Okay. You're done?
Yeah, I put 2 of my pips into I think prowess to get it up to full, and then 1 into insight to get it up to full.
Nice.
So I have stats to play with.
All right. Brian Deckert Hells.
Okay. Technical skill or mayhem? I don't think I hit the technical skill, but I'm going to argue mayhem for kicking off ghost shenanigans.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I don't know if I can get 2 for that rant, but I really think I should get 2 for that rant.
Yes. It's not just the book says multiple times. Even the author has said, like, sometimes in one extreme situation, that single thing can get
Yeah, I
grabbed
think
too,
the
and this
angry
would be
rant,
bad.
because this is the first time you've broke about all of this murder bullshit. Like Hicks yelled at Adric last time.
We're gonna
and
have
now it's
another
your turn.
conversation, by the way, where Adric is like, "Oh, okay, here's everything I did under Mercy," and then Grind will be like, "What?" That's what I foresee coming when Grind learns about,
Hutton
The job she
Hutton.
did, the job
Yeah.
that Adric didn't tell us
still
about.
hasn't come up yet.
No.
Trady Hutton for vampire. Anyhow,
You better hope Hutton comes out before Vampire.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
And I want
guess Hutton-
vampire grind because then we could have a group like hunt thing to find you targets. I'm so excited for brother-in-law boss.
I'll fight
Vampire
crime,
Demon Adric. You'll just monstrous aid.
successful.
And then Hicks, the
entrepreneur
completely
Hicks.
successful regular
The only
person.
normal person.
Okay, and for the last one, vice or traumas.
Hicks is the Batman of this game. I know the Phoenix is the Batman, but Hicks is the normal person who uses gadgets and weird devices to get their way out of things,
The
while
rest
everyone
of
else
us are the
is
Justice League.
yeah.
Yeah, for vice or traumas for grind. I mean, there was a moment where you almost didn't have a doctor.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
I did not see that. I believe you, but I'm curious.
basically, it was like the grind got the anger out and then realized that Adric is needed in the crew. He grudgingly did the
Okay.
first aid. It wasn't like, oh my god, you're hurt. It's no, we need our stabby.
We need our
person.
muscle because we need some muscle in that way.
Yeah.
And honestly, your gang has proved to continuously just roll 1 to 3s. Always.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
roll. We don't roll well.
Hoping
Well, y- y-
feline infused works out
Hopefully.
better.
Meowing shift.
Hopefully.
We changed your name. Now
Live to
Now
it.
go
We've
forth.
got you all these cat costumes.
Yeah, we got this like bulk order of cat hoods.
Ears,
like, cat
yeah,
ears.
yeah.
with ears. How often did that just
Oh, we're the worst. Okay. I marked all my deaths. Whose turn is it? Are you Brian?
Brian?
No,
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hicks, you want to go then? Yeah.
Yeah, I did all my desperate actions. I didn't personally address a challenge with destruction, but I did spread a rhetoric of destruction.
I'd give it.
I would say yes. You did like here again, box of grenades. That is
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a rhetoric of destruction. I didn't tell anyone to blow anything up, but I did hand them bombs and point them in a direction.
yeah, I would call that still destruction, if there's anything. That's it.
It's one XP is what I'm calling it. My background came up a little bit with the stupid perfume rate, like perfume.
Yeah, the
Bruce,
Ruvian trade
Bruce.
license and things like
Yeah.
that.
Because that is a thing that is produced in Aruvia, and part of my background is I studied abroad in Aruvia.
You did.
Now I have weird rebel powers. I don't know what my powers are, but they're
Weird
rebel
rebel powers.
Perfect.
The spirit of rebellion. No vice, no trauma.
Okay.
Your vice is nothing but a gain, not a problem.
Adric. So, you
Oh.
already marked XP for getting vengeance and payback against someone who harmed you?
No, but I will. So vengeful, yes. Violence and coercion, both yes at different points with mercy there.
Mm-hmm.
Beliefs drives heritage or background?
Well,
only
my
thing I
thing
could really-
is
Pardon?
you didn't actually try to convince her of anything. You guys had the conversation, but and at some point we were going to a place like, okay, I was about to say, do you want to sway? And you're like, no, just shoot her. Just shoot her.
Yeah, it's like you believed that she was out to get you, so you called
And
me in to shoot her.
even when she was trying to like, no, I'm just doing it a different way, you're like, nope, kill her. She betrayed me. I see that works for both beliefs or paranoid. I leave it to you as to which.
I would definitely take that for beliefs there. The only other one that I might argue is more out of game than in game, and it's that I dreaded want that mansion back. Or somewhere more than this stupid little house.
You also stood up to grind, tried to, defend your actions, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's a drive with you.
Yeah.
That's definitely an Adric drive of I do what I decide to do and fuck everybody else.
And yeah, paranoid with the zombies.
Oh yeah, that's
for
true.
sure. I'm not moving on this job until we've got a safe base.
Now,
and
would you move if it's not
for
to a mansion?
some reason, I think my vice caused problems.
What? What problems? I couldn't imagine.
No.
You're still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like later that day, you were 100% healed of all harm, so I don't see the problem.
Show me proof of the problems.
Yeah, ignoring the body and
I
the
mean,
prisoner.
all
That's
we
just
did was
good. You
gain
got a
from
body
that.
and you got a prisoner. You're fine. That's not a... Yeah, you're right.
No, I'll
Net
count that.
gain.
We got a lot of XP out of it.
Exactly. XP means it's not an issue.
So, do we turn that into just more goons? Is that
Turn what?
the XP into goons?
Oh, you mean for the crew?
Yeah.
For XP could be
We
recruiting a
could.
new gang.
We could recruit a new gang, or we could use those 2 advances to add another type to an existing gang.
Yep.
I don't think
All
that
right.
we really
We're doing
want another.
professional training. We have a seminar. We have some speakers lined up. Everybody, bring your notepads.
I mean, whatever the one is for the cultist people, is it adepts? I don't remember.
Oh, that makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
yes.
I'm a
Is
little.
that the answer? Do we teach them about cat magic?
Do we make them magical too?
I'm a little leery about advancing the, gang that no longer trusts part of us.
But
and
you'll
I don't
also,
trust
if
loyal.
I'm not
You
going to tell you
trust
whether or not the
me.
gondoliers thing went wrong. But if they didn't drive away the zombies, you now have a gang of whispers, of like mini whispers that can then
That's true.
help.
Whispers and fighters, which that's got to be the best way to take care of those zombies.
I want
Yeah.
them to be adepts just because
Okay.
just because magical cat power.
That's really what it is. It's tap into your inner cat.
Yeah.
Listen, follow me. I'll teach you to, to touch the beast within. It's just your beast is a cat and mine's a bird. Zane gives a seminar on unleash the inner animal, aka your cat. Spirit guide.
Where is that?
Beautiful.
Oh my god,
I think we
Oh,
have to. That's
Cohorts,
amazing.
There we go.
it's so good.
I'm looking at ridiculous cat
We're
pictures.
running out of things to get upgrades for because we got like the secure base, we got the mastery.
The only
And we
other one I
could-
was looking at was the good stuff, because that would make what we've got on the boat plus 2 tier.
That would be nice.
Oh.
That would be really good too.
This is really good timing, especially
It
if we
is really
have
good
one.
timing.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But cat gang.
So the way this would work, I think, because it's mid-score, is because they probably already are expecting to do a certain thing, it wouldn't automatically be worth more coin, but then you could be like, hey, this is way better than what you thought it was. Like, try and convince them to pay you more. It would
Yeah.
give you that, like...
You
Doesn't
saw
that
the
change
prototype.
bit of the score, though? Turns it in more socialized?
You're right.
I mean, that's one roll at the end, though.
It would just be, I
Really?
think, just one roll at the end to
Yeah.
be like, hey, this is better. You already like us. We already convinced you before. Just a bit extra for the premium stuff.
Yeah, we
Or
can
we come
think
back
about
with
it.
some,
We
right?
can mold it.
We just give them less for the money they give us.
Yeah, that's true. We'll
I
leave it
think
to you.
good stuff is really good now, and we could always make cat gangsters later.
See, I think we're as much as I like the idea of cat gangsters, I honestly don't think they come up before the military crushes us.
And if we do have the good stuff, we can use that demon spray on ourselves if we need to, and it's then ridiculously strong.
You know, that's also good because it would
We
count as
don't-
tier 4.
And we
Depends on
don't
how
know
Spencer
that
wants to
Zatara
roll
is not holding her own grudge if she comes back.
Skurlock has effectively promised, like, I'm not going to let her get back at you.
Right.
Actually, no. He said he'll find out what happened. But once he knows what happens, because you know it wasn't your fault, you won't let her do that. Just say that.
Okay, so are we agreed on the good stuff?
Yeah, good stuff's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I love cat gang, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, I have some
way
pictures I'm
better
going to link right after this.
next time.
Okay. We will be back in 2 weeks because we're away for 10 days. So we'll be back in 14 days.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're right.
Yes.
When you're
So
about to
the
go on a trip and
4th.
don't know how long it is.
Yes. So in 2 weeks we'll be back.
Yes, the
Never
4th.
count days on vacation. Just don't.
We're not going to. Well, no, we have to because we have lots of driving.
Ridiculous
to
amount
do.
of stages.
Driving in stages. It's basically 4 trips packed together.
How many hours? How many hours on the road? Because that's the only thing I can understand.
10, 8, another 4 across there. Okay, so about 44.
That's a lot. Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
lot of
There's just
driving.
That
lots
is many.
There's
I'm
just a
usually
lot of
on
different
the
breaks.
high
in
end
between.
of driving for things because I live on a peninsula. So if I want to leave the state for any reason, it means leaving the peninsula.
It
but
is
that's
more
way-
driving than I will have ever done in that short of a
Yeah,
period.
to-
You
I
won't
mean-
be doing the driving.
I know. It's the most, and it's still the most driving that I will have ever. Yeah. I will be trying to do like work and other stuff while driving. We have audiobooks, we have YouTube videos. I should probably download some of those YouTube videos for offline play. If it's 44 hours,
Yeah.
that's more than we have in audiobooks.
Jesus. So to put that into context,
Oh,
for me,
Worm.
it's
Seriously, look up Worm. It's the audiobook for Worm is on Apple
Ooh.
Podcasts, and it's
Okay.
longer than 44 hours if you want to just turn that into the whole thing.
We already
I-
have some Pratchett and some Brandon Sanderson downloaded. I just don't think it's enough
Which
in hours.
Pratchett?
Which one is it?
I'm trying to slowly introduce Spencer, so this time we've gone with The Truth. Because
Okay.
my copy of Making Money and Going Postal not working.
for me to drive to Vegas, it's 4 hours. You guys are driving
Really?
44 hours. Yeah.
How long does it be to drive to Vegas?
That should take you a
That's-
lot longer.
I was gonna
to
say
drive to
that's
Vegas.
not very far away from Vegas to me. Are you? Then also like, are you in Nevada then?
No, I'm in
'Cause-
Southern California.
I know, but like for us to drive 4 hours, we'd still easily be in our province up here in Canada.
I
We
could
would
get
have
out of the
just
state in,
crossed
like,
over
3
the
hours.
border in
Not if we.
BC.
Sorry, I was thinking about driving up to Edmonton. Like, oh,
Oh.
we'd be like at the outer northern edge of Edmonton in 4 hours.
Okay, it is 35 hours for me to drive to Vegas.
Oh, okay.
One way. That's not round trip. That's one way.
Yeah, this is a round trip for us.
That's a
Let me
round
see.
trip, and as I said, many stops during the way. The longest single stretch we've got is 10 hours.
It takes me less time to go to Mexico than it would to Vegas.
Oh, you're not wrong. Vegas itself is actually near the edge of Nevada. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
no
no,
wonder
it
it's pretty
is.
quick.
No, it's
Yeah,
real
just
fun.
seems
trying to
Poor
like a
figure
round
rest of
drive 'cause there's
Nevada.
nothing there once you hit a
It's
certain
all
point.
desert for like
All desert.
2 hours of
Oh,
it.
that's so much nothing. Because I've done 16-hour bus rides before, and they suck.
I'm like looking at the Google Maps now, and like half of the U.S. is desert. I didn't realize how much it was.
A lot
The
of it
U.S. is big.
Yeah.
If for me, if I was to want to drive into Texas from California, half of that trip is Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Texas is long and flat, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
crazy.
of
Why are we
Saskatchewan.
just talking about maps?
I don't know. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.